Okay, so I'm going to be doing a review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5. There will be spoilers, just so you know. So I've kind of just periodically been watching it for the past, 4 months, probably, which is pretty long because this season was just 22 episodes, but life's been crazy, so I just kind of watch it whenever I can. And I liked it a lot, actually. Is that my favorite season? No, not really, but it was still good. Um, and the last episode, that finale, is my favorite episode so far of Shield. I'll get into that later. Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna get back to that later because I don't want to. Oh my goodness, that episode made me cry so much. But moving on. So the first part was good. We got Dove Cameron was a villain in this, and I know her mostly from Liv and Maddie and Descendants. I was never into those shows, but Rue was for a long time. So, that's mostly what I know her from. And then she also wrote the song Boyfriend, which is on the radio all the time that I listen to, so I know that song fairly well. But she did a really good job. The gravitonium thing was just done very, very well. And just her whole subplot with her mom and all that stuff was done well. And yeah, Dev Cameron did a great job in this show. I knew she was going to be in it, but I didn't know what she was or anything like that. I just had seen pictures of her in this show. So I knew who she was because of that. That she was going to be in it. Hunter came back, and that made me so happy. There's a Fitz and him thing, and that was so good. I really hope he comes back again, or maybe Bobby could come back, because I really liked those two characters a lot. Um, yeah. So I'm going to moving on from that now. It was good. It was a good season. The first part was good. That was the main part, was just that section, and then the blue people were interesting and done well. That makeup must have, I don't remember their names. I'm gonna be honest with you, but they were cool characters. That makeup was really well done, and they were really just. I can't imagine having that much makeup on my face. So good for those actors, because I could never. I'm even like regular makeup that I have to wear for theater stuff, let alone blue face paint, basically. Um, but yeah, that was good. And then went the whole, how gravitonium was the big thing that was the issue throughout the whole season, was done really well. That there's this new character. Most of the new characters I didn't really care a whole lot about this season, which is kind of sad, because most of the time that's something I really like about this show, is all the new characters. But a lot of them just were just kind of there. But one character I loved was Zeke. He was so cool, and the whole thing about how he was Fitz and Simmons' grandson made me so happy, and it was just so well done, and I loved it so much. It was so good, and just so good. His character was probably one of the best parts of this season. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He did a really good job, and I really hope he comes back for future seasons, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna be devastated. Um, Now let's talk about the general. So the guy who's in charge of the military stuff, he became a superhero in this last part because of the gravitonium, and then basically just became the big bad of the last couple episodes. And he was really well done. I don't know if he's ever coming back, but if he did, I really hope they make him like learn his ways again. Right now he's in space, so hopefully if they do have him come back, they make him like learn his ways and become a better person. Um, but overall, he was great too. I that last episode though, um, Coulson. The whole season there had been issues with Coulson, and then towards the end, that whole thing made me cry so much. I was devastated. I don't think there's any way that he will be gone forever, but I don't think there's any way he's coming back permanently. And if it is Coulson, it'll probably be a different timeline Coulson or something like that. So it makes me so sad that we might never get to see that Coulson again. And the fact that him and May only had such a short time together made me so sad. It was sad. It was very sad. I cried so much. And Fitz also made me cry because Fitz is my favorite character from S.H.I.E.L.D. He is my favorite. And then Simmons is after that, and then probably Coulson, and then probably Daisy, and then May, and then Mac, and then Yo Yo. I think. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. But it made me so sad. It made me so sad because Fitz is like my favorite character, and I know he's probably coming back because of like he's in space and stuff. I know he's probably coming back, but the fact that this timeline's Fitz is dead makes me devastated, and I was so sad. Like there's two more seasons. If they don't bring back Coulson or Fitz, at least for like a cameo thing, that it's not gonna be. I don't think that's we're never gonna see him again. I think there'll at least be like a flashback or another timeline or something like that. I think they'll probably come back, but it makes me so sad. But overall, I loved it. The whole Quake thing with Daisy, that was towards the beginning of the season, so I probably should have put that towards the beginning though. But it was done really well. Just everything was really well done. I loved all the characters. The new ones were a little not, they weren't terrible, but a little boring, but I'll probably like them as time goes on. Other than Zeke, I loved Zeke. Seeing all those characters die made me so sad. Which I didn't think I was gonna be that upset if they died. To be completely honest, the only ones that I thought I would be upset about were probably Coulson. I knew I would be upset, but I didn't think I would cry as much as I did. But Fitz and Simmons, I would have. I knew I was gonna cry, and I did. And it was sad. It was so sad. It was devastating. But everything was great. The humor was good. The serious parts was great. Like I said, I cried. This season made me laugh. It made me cry. All the best things. It was really well done. Please watch season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's so good. I'll see you all later. I love you all 3000 and stay safe. Bye guys.